Hey guys, and welcome to an Aspie's Point of View, where I give you my opinion on stuff. So today is kind of a part 2 to the video I put up the other day. My second video journal, if you will. So tonight, when I was thinking about what I wanted to watch on TV, I decided to pull out one of my all-time favorites, Center Stage. Don't worry, didn't actually use the VHS tape, although it does still work. It was on Hulu. But yeah, I'm that big of a fan. It's traveled with me from home to college to Texas. So, good movie. Anyhow, there's this one line in the movie that always gets to me. And that line is about using how you feel in your dance. And I paused the movie when it got to that line. And the reason that I paused is because I've been a dancer since I was 2 years old. My mom brought me to the dance studio for the first time. I didn't do anything. I stood there. And I stood there for probably 3 or 4 more weeks after that. And then all of a sudden, I got the dance bug, and I had had it ever since. And even though I never fully understood my emotions, I could always express them through dance. If I was really angry, I would walk in and ask, "Can we start with tap? Please, can we start with tap?" Because it allowed me to work out my anger. But I didn't know I was angry. I just knew that I needed something that was going to be fast and sharp and hit, and that's all the feelings of anger without being able to say the words "I'm angry." When I was amped up and wanted to feel calm, I wanted to do ballet. I wanted to spin and twirl and leap, feel like I could fly. And I think in a lot of ways, it relates to my bipolar disorder as well, that, you know, there were days where I felt like I could fly. Dancing made me feel like I was flying. And then there were days where I just felt off. No matter what I did, it didn't feel right. I couldn't get that flying feeling. And so I learned about my feelings by dancing. And what's really hard with this pain is that I haven't been able to go to the studio. I think I've attended maybe 4 or 5 classes since this time last year. And it is so saddening for me because I love to dance. I love it with all my heart, and dance is where I work out my problems. And without it, I don't have that outlet. I don't have that ability to express myself, and I don't have that chance to understand what I'm feeling. And so, as much as I was able to explain the other day what I thought I was feeling, I won't truly know because I don't have that capability right now. And I don't yet have another tool in my toolbox that helps me with emotion. I don't know the difference at this point between angry, sad, mad, anxious. It's all one big feeling, and I can't untangle it. It's like when I'm crocheting and my yarn ball gets in a big knot, and I spend hours untangling that knot so that I can continue crocheting. Right now, my life is in a knot. All my emotions are in that knot. And I'm trying to untangle it, and I'm trying to untangle it, and I'm trying to untangle it. But sometimes, like I do with my yarn, you have to take a pair of scissors and cut through it. And dance was my scissors. And right now I don't have that. And so I think as much as I can attribute the depression to being, obviously upset about being ill, not knowing what's wrong, not knowing how we can fix it, not knowing how long I'm going to be in pain, I think a lot of the upset is that I know there's something that I used to be able to do that could change all this, that could take a bad day and turn it good, that could take a bad mood and turn it around. I could walk into the dance studio feeling like I was going to cry and walk out feeling like I was on top of the world. And I haven't gotten to feel that for a long time. And it is my greatest hope that I am able to feel that way again really soon, because dance is such a huge part of my life. And I started to think back to other times that I was sick, to other times that I couldn't dance. And I remember one time that I wouldn't even go with my mom to the studio because to sit there watching was more painful than to stay home. And fortunately, watching the movie tonight was not painful. It has been wonderful. I, years later, know every line and every step to all the dances, and it's lovely revisiting the movie because it's like visiting with friends. A movie that you've watched so many times that you know every word, those characters are your friends. They're people you know. And I know they're fictional characters. They don't really exist. But for that brief period of time, they do. And so it is not making me upset to watch the movie tonight. But knowing that I can't just hop in the car tomorrow and drive over to the dance studio and take a class is hard. And a few weeks ago, was getting ready for Nutcracker auditions. At 28 years old, I was getting ready for Nutcracker auditions. And I got up that morning and I felt okay. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to do this. And I got dressed and I had breakfast and I sat staring at the call time for a good 20 minutes. And I said, I can't go to this audition because if I get in and I can't do the show because I'm sick, I'm letting everyone down. And I had been so excited that whole week knowing that Nutcracker auditions were Saturday. And I was so excited because I was going and I felt good and it was gonna be great. I was gonna be able to get into a studio and stretch and dance and just have myself some time where everything made sense. And unfortunately, I made a decision that in order to ensure that I didn't let anyone down, I had to stop myself from going to the audition. And while I've paid for classes and could go on any Thursday night, I'm afraid to pack my dance bag and to pack a change of clothes because I'm so afraid that I'm going to get there, walk into class, take 5 minutes, and be in so much pain that I have to stop. I don't want to be afraid of dance. Dance is the one thing that makes me feel normal. And so I guess without it, processing my emotions is really hard. And also feeling normal is hard because dance was always there in my life. Even when I wasn't taking classes when I first moved here, because I did wait for my mom to come down and visit before I took a class, I was still dancing in my living room, turning on old show videos and dancing. And to have something that makes you stop and say, I can't dance, it's hurting me, is hard because it's out of my control. And anyone who knows me knows that I like being in control. But I also really love being in a dance studio. I love, like I said, I love the feeling. And I hope that we get this figured out so that I can go back and I can dance again and my emotions untangle. We cut through that yarn. We did do a little bit of a change on my meds. Doubled the dosage on one of them, so we're trying to see if that'll help with the depression a little bit. But as hopeful as I am for that to work, I equally know in my head that the thing that always makes me feel better is dancing. So let me know down in the comments what makes you feel better. What is that one thing that can turn your bad day into a good day? Is it reading? Is it writing? Is it crocheting? Is it playing video games? Is it going for a jog? Is it dancing? Is it gymnastics, cheerleading? Whatever it is, let me know. Because maybe there's something that I can do that'll feel just as good that my body can do right now. If you haven't already and you like my videos, you can always hit the subscribe button and be notified when I post new videos and new content. And until next time, this has been an Aspie's Point of View.